very pleasantly, but we thought we'd get it from you.
So over here, this is where we get all our wood for camp, because with our cooking fires we need pretty much constant wood, so it's good to have a constant supply, especially when you got the billy to keep the hot water as well. That's our camp fridge there. We have water baths to try and stop our milk and butter. I mean, we still ended up having our milk curdling from the heat anyway. These are our sleeping tents. We do sleep here. We don't go off in the evenings to a hotel. We do actually sleep here. So if you'd like to come inside. So these here, as you can see, these two are our bedding racks. We have to make them ourselves out of string and wood. Basically anything you want on camp is basically string and wood. It's all you practically have to make it. So that's the same with our hooks here. Roughly in a tent we have about 5, 6 at the moment, girls. I think there's 5 in this one, which is my tent, which is the ranger tent. So the rangers can be differentiated from the guides by these uniforms, as we're slightly older than the guides, so this is our tent and the rest are guides or leaders. When the tents were first made, they were meant to be one per section, so you can imagine how cosy that could be. But in the 40s, when they didn't have very good sleeping bags, very warm kind of materials like that, it's best to be quite close together to try and keep body heat. So as you can see, we don't have a ground sheet. Basically these from our bedding rolls are the ground sheet. When we lay them out for bed and just kind of spread them out in like a fan shape and try and sleep like that. So you are still quite close together, but not as close as they could have been in the 1940s. So these are our welly pegs. Want to know why they're for?
Keep them dry.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's also to stop creepy crawlies. Often best to make sure they're on the welly pegs to A, keep them dry, and B, stop the creepy crawlies.
Yes.
These over here, this is our horseshoe. It is where we eat lunch, dinner, breakfast. This is just kind of our eating space, and that's kind of our table. Last night, you can kind of see over there, we had a fire, bonfire, and we had campfire songs, and it was very traditional and quite fun. We had a few more modern songs as well, bopping up and down to the tunes. So behind you, if you can see, we have the flagpole. Every morning we do our colours ceremony where we all line up in horseshoe around here, and we'll have colour patrol come forward and raise the flag, and that has to be done every morning. And at night we don't have to do quite so formal, a whistle will blow and it'll be put down. So that's a daily tradition we like to keep through for our 1940s camp. So we get in daily inspections with our tents as well. So that green tent would be our bathroom. As we're not in the 1940s, we have access to the toilets next to the cottage. Come forward and we can talk about the first aid tent. So these here are the first aid boxes I told you about. You can see we have soap there, pegs, we have first aid kits there. So it's just kind of everything they would have needed in the 40s in a first aid tent. I've been asked before if anyone sleeps in the on the bed. The answer is no. Here is our washing upstand. We have another one by the kitchen over there as well. What do you think this is?
Soap.
Soap on a stocking. Well, not soap on a rope, soap in a stocking. So the 1940s, the guides were very clever in the ways they kind of made these things. If they had a problem, they had to work out a way to mix it themselves. Normally with sticks and string. So a pair of tights, especially an old one, would have been something they would have had easy access to. So, sorry.
So as we told you, here is the marquee tent. We like to chill out and be relaxed in here.
Yeah, it's kind of our communal space. So if it's raining, if it's hot, as like is at the moment, we use it for shade. It's a good place just to come in if you're tired or just want to kind of rest and do an activity like knitting, sewing, reading, because we have a camp library.